This isn't easy. This is not an easy day for me. And I prayed whether or not I should even make this video. But if sharing this story helps even one person who's grieving, carrying guilt, or wondering if they'll ever heal, then it's worth it. So today marks the anniversary of a day that completely changed my life forever. On July 12th, 1994, I was 16 years old and I just got my driver's license. My younger brother and I were driving my dad's truck to go mow a yard, and we were probably less than maybe a mile from our house in a small country town. And we were going to go earn money because we wanted to go to the 4-H fair later that evening. And at the same time, my next door neighbor, they were driving to the bank to get some money so they can also go to the 4-H fair. Inside that car was a beautiful 7-year-old little girl named Kayla. Kayla wasn't just someone from my town. She was my next door neighbor. She rode the school bus with us and said hi with my brother and I. And almost every morning she'd have that smile on her face and she'd say good morning. And usually she'd talk to my brother, my younger brother. She was just a happy girl enjoying life. And none of us could have imagined that an ordinary summer evening would change so many lives forever. After the accident, we went to the hospital. And at first, we were told that everyone was going to be okay. And I held on to every bit of hope that I had that everybody was going to be okay. Then in the morning of July 13th at 4 o'clock a.m., everything changed. Kayla was pronounced brain dead. So at 16 years old, I didn't know how to process something like that. Our small town, it was devastated. There were newspaper stories, there were rumors, people talked. I lost some of my best friends. And I eventually had to leave the state for several months because everything became just so overwhelming for me. But then later on, I had to go in front of a grand jury. And then after hearing all the facts, they determined that what happened was a tragic accident. That decision, it didn't erase the pain, and it didn't bring Kayla back, and it didn't answer the questions I carried for many years. The hardest question I wrestled with wasn't what people thought about me. It was the question was I kept asking God why. I loved children then, and I still love children today with all my heart. So I couldn't understand why something so heartbreaking had happened. For years, I carried the guilt, and for years, I carried grief. Uh, for years, I wondered if I would ever truly heal from the experience. So maybe some of you watching this now know exactly what that feels like. Maybe you lost someone you loved. Maybe you've been involved in a tragedy. Maybe you're carrying something that happened years ago, but it still feels like yesterday. And if that's you, I want you to know something. You're not alone. For a long time, I asked God for answers. Instead, He began giving me something I didn't even know I needed: healing, and not all at once, not overnight. Healing became a journey. It was a journey of faith. It was a journey of forgiveness. It was a journey of surrender. Then something happened that I never could have even possibly imagined. About 8 years ago, Kayla's mom, Rayanne, and I reconnected. Many people would never expect that. But through God's grace, we began healing each other and helping each other heal. A few weeks ago, I stood at Kayla's gravesite with Ray Ann, her husband, and someone very special to me. And as I stood there, I realized something. Healing doesn't mean forgiving. Or, I'm sorry, healing doesn't mean forgetting. Healing doesn't erase the tears. Healing doesn't erase the loss at all. Healing means that pain no longer controls your future. Today, Ray Ann and I share something that only God could have brought into our lives. Forgiveness, understanding, compassion, and a friendship built through grace. Now, that doesn't erase what happened, ladies and gentlemen, at all. It doesn't. But it reminds me that even after unimaginable heartbreak, God can still bring people together. So if you're grieving today, if you're carrying guilt, and if you're asking God questions that don't seem to have answers, please don't give up. Don't run from God because of your questions. Got a dog barking. Run to Him with them. So I can't promise you'll understand everything that happens in this life because I know I still have questions. But I can tell you this from my own experience, that healing is possible. It may take years. Mine did. Long time. It may take faith. It may take forgiveness. It will take surrender. But healing is possible. Today, I remember Kayla. And I pray for Rayanne and her family. Got dog barking. I'm grateful for the grace they've shown me over the years, ladies and gentlemen. I thank God for carrying all of us through a journey that none of us would have chosen. So if this story helps one grieving parent, one person carrying guilt, or one person who thinks they'll never smile again, then opening my heart today was well worth it. Please do me a favor, okay? Tell the people that you love them, and forgive them while you can. Don't hold grudges. Let things go. Don't take today for granted, because tomorrow is never promised. If this message gave you hope, or if you know someone who is grieving or carrying guilt, please share it with them. You may never know who may need to hear that healing is possible. And this is the Pigg perspective, because sometimes changing your perspective can change your life. If this message connected with you and you're ready to grow, I'd love to have you join me. Like, follow, subscribe, and share this message with somebody who needs to hear this, that needs hope today. And please visit my website, ShawnPigg.com, ShawnPigg.com, and become part of this community and this journey that we're on. And God bless you, and may He remind you that no matter how deep your pain may be, ladies and gentlemen, healing is possible. I live my life every day for me and for Kayla. Sending prayers to everybody out there that's dealing with this type of situation or tragedy, and let you know that first and foremost, forgive yourself and go to God and don't run from Him, okay? This was a very hard video for me to do. Everybody, I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you.